What is the cocaine bear? The narrative of the cocaine bear begins with the story of Andrew Carter Thornton, the well-off child of Kentucky pony raisers who turned into a Flying Corps official and Purple Heart beneficiary, and later an opiates cop. Thornton left the Lexington, Kentucky police force in 1977 to specialize in legal matters. The reputable life evidently didn't work well for him. In 1981 he was captured, alongside 25 different men, for endeavoring to take firearms from a maritime base in Fresno, California, and for endeavoring to traffic 1,000 pounds of Mary Jane into the country. A 1980 government prosecution claimed that Thornton was essential for a medication and weapons sneaking ring called the Organization, which likewise supposedly elaborate other previous Kentucky cops. At first, Thornton was hit with 2 crime accusations of intrigue to import and disperse a controlled substance, to which he argued not liable. In the wake of escaping the state, he was seen as vigorously equipped in North Carolina and taken back to California to have to deal with decreased crime drug penalties. He argued no challenge to the charges and was condemned to a half-year in jail and a $500 fine. As a component of the details of his sentence, he likewise had his regulation permit renounced. Be that as it may, Thornton's long stretches of medication carrying were not even close to finished. On September 11, 1985, his body was tracked down in a carport in Knoxville, Tennessee, wearing a parachute and conveying around 77 pounds of cocaine, which was subsequently esteemed to be worth about $14 million. He was intensely furnished and wearing a tactical armor, and was likewise conveying an enrollment card to the Miami Rider Club. Specialists later saw as his plane, which had been progressing automatically, around 60 miles away. They verified that he had endeavored to hop from the plane, yet his parachute had neglected to open. He was 40 years of age. Notwithstanding the unusual conditions encompassing his demise, Thornton is likewise prominent for rousing maybe the absolute most horrible statement ever to be highlighted in a tribute. "I'm happy his parachute didn't open," the lead prosecutor who arraigned him on the 1981 weed dealing charge told the LA Times after he kicked the bucket. "I really want to believe that he got quite a high out of that." However, taking into account that Thornton's body was found with a few witticisms, including the Mary citation, there is just a single strategic standard not exposed to transform. It is to cause the most extreme measure of wounds, parsing, and obliteration on the foe in the base measure of time. It's maybe not unexpected that this was a person who made in excess of a couple of foes during his lifetime. In 1987, 2 years after Thornton's passing, specialists accused his sweetheart of connivance to carry cocaine from Colombia into Tennessee. However, the charges were dropped after an appointed authority decided that an admission she had made to a specialist claiming to be an individual from the Colombian cartel was given under coercion. All right, that is extremely miserable and all, however, where does the bear come ready? A couple of months after Thornton kicked the bucket, a tracker in the Chattahoochee Public Woodland in Georgia staggered on a 175-pound wild bear. The bear was very dead, however, it was not found half bare on a 1970s workmanship deco footstool with blood-crusted nostrils like somebody in boogie evenings. It seemed to have gone too far subsequent to endeavoring to eat 75 pounds of 95% unadulterated cocaine, which it had found in a gym bag. It's as yet indistinct precisely how much cocaine the bear figured out how to eat. A post-mortem examination later resolved it had just ingested around 3 or 4 grams, yet when the sack was found, every one of the 75 pounds of the coke were totally gone. Its stomach was in a real sense pressed to the edge with cocaine, the authority who played out the bear's dissection later said. There isn't a warm-blooded creature in the world that could endure that. Cerebral discharging, respiratory disappointment, hypothermia, renal disappointment, cardiovascular breakdown, stroke, and so on, that bear had it. Strikingly, the story doesn't end there. The bear was full and shown off, going through different proprietors, including, at a certain point, country star Waylon Jennings, before at last winding up at the side of the road fascination, the Kentucky Fun Shopping Center in 2015, where it was redubbed Pablo Escobar. You wouldn't imagine that a cocaine bear would be for all ages, however kids love it, one of the owners told Side of the Road America. Everyone needs their image with Cocaine Bear. The bear even made an appearance in a strange 2016 promotion for the shopping center.